Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. I have chicken Philly stuffed mushrooms on the menu today. Trust me, these so easy and quick. They'll be on your menu today as soon as I tell you what you need to make them. Now that will be mushrooms, finely diced chicken, green bell pepper, mayo, minced red onions, salt and pepper, and shredded provolone cheese. That is it. That is all. Y'all know what I always say. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get to it. Let's not waste a lot of time today. This is a really easy recipe. So as you can see, I am chopping the green pepper. Actually, I'm dicing. So you want to finely dice your green pepper. And the reason why is because these mushroom caps are so small. And we're not necessarily looking for the chunkiness inside of there, but we're actually looking for the flavor. So we're going to do the same thing for the red onions and the exact same thing for the chicken. So we just want to make sure everything's uniform in size and we can mix it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you green peppers. I'm going to show you the onions. The chicken I've already done. So after that, we're going to move right on to the assembly. So check this out really quick. So for this recipe and any other recipe, when you're using mushrooms like this, do not immerse them in water. So in other words, don't rinse them. Take a damp towel or a damp paper towel and wipe your dirt off. So we're going to scoop the insides of it out. So wipe your outsides. Don't worry about the insides. We're going to take all of that, as I said, out. So, all right, so we're going to do that. And so, as many as you're going to make. So if you're having a lot of people and you're doing a party or whatever, you can do, 30 to 40 of these. It's really quick anyway. So once you mix the mix and once you scoop out the interior of the mushrooms, then you're good. You're okay. These are really easy. I'm going to stick in the oven for a little while, take them out, boom. Got a very, very quick, delicious appetizer. Trust me on that one. All right, so I'm doing about 12 here or so, just about. All right, so I'm going to take a measuring spoon, scoop, that little metal one, because a teaspoon, these are too small. So if your mushrooms are big enough to use a teaspoon, do that. So whatever is going to clean them out really well for you. So I'm going to use that. I'm sorry, I'm off camera a little bit. Hopefully I'm moving up and you can see a little bit what I'm doing and how I'm getting this out. So we don't want to rip the mushroom. We want to leave it as intact as we can. All right, and so you don't have to scoop all of those gills out of the inside. And you scoop as much of it out as you can, but I'm telling you that if you keep fooling around with that, undoubtedly you're going to rip your mushrooms. So you're not going to have that little cup of it that we need. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, those are done. So I'm going to warm up some oil. So this is left over from some bacon. So got that a little flavor in there? Yeah, a little more flavor in there. But you can use a regular olive oil, regular corn oil, whatever you want to use. And if you got some bacon grease that you save, by all means. I'm telling you, pack this little mushroom. You pack these little mushrooms with as much flavor as you can. They're good anyway though, because they're already Philly, like a Philly chicken, Philly, or whatever. So, all right. Now you want to cook these down until let's just say those green peppers turn a couple shades darker than they are. So let's not put a crispy veggie inside of these mushrooms. You want to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. All right, because we don't want it bland, so we have to do that. But you already know, I always say it anyway, season every step of the way. Any dish that you do, just don't over season it. So put enough salt in here just to bring out the flavor of the onions and the peppers. So you're already smelling this wonderful smell by now. This wonderful, wonderful aroma. Trust me. Yes. So don't make these if you're hungry, because I'm telling you, you're just going to get hungrier. All right. But anyway, move that around a little bit. And so it depends on you. If you're a person and you like your vegetables kind of on the raw side, then don't cook yours, as long. So you keep yours maybe a shade lighter. So I always say you want to do that until the green peppers turn sort of a darkish, almost a dark olive green. So that's how I can tell, is by the color. So if you're, a new cook, I don't want to give you a time on this because it depends. If you chop yours a little bigger than mine, then the time is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? All right. So in goes the mayo, 2.5 tablespoons of mayo. So we got 1/3 cup of finely chopped chicken, 1/4 cup of minced green bell pepper. You can use red if you want to. It would work. Trust me, it would. You just won't cook it as much. Red bell peppers, you can eat those raw, so you don't have to cook them for 5 or 10 minutes. That's way too long anyway. 2 tablespoons of minced red onion. So what I did was I finely chopped them, but if you want to mince them, trust me, it does work. So you want to put everything in with the 2.5 tablespoons of mayo. And you want to get this mixed. So you already know, you already smell, so you're already looking at it. If you eat, Philly cheesesteaks or chicken Philly, then you already know right here. This is it, baby. This is it. Just minus the cheese. And so once we do that, you got yourself the whole flavor of a chicken Philly, but in a mushroom. Makes it even better. All right, so you can use this filling if you want to do like green pepper boats or something like that. You can slice off the sides of green pepper and you can put this on it and put the cheese on the top and stick it in the oven. So if you're not a mushroom lover, trust me, it's always something else you can do with the recipe. You just have to think outside of the box sometimes. And so sometimes, when you're watching these cooking videos, what happens is they just give you inspiration to create something of your own. Yep. All right, so what we're going to do with these, you're going to neatly stuff them. So you're going to try not to get the stuffing on the outside of the mushroom. So if you get it on your hands, obviously you want to wipe your hands off. You don't want to get it all around the sides. And if you want to spray these mushrooms with a little bit of olive oil, I said spray. So if you want to spray them with a little bit of olive oil before you put the filling in, you can do that too. So it's almost like, because if you don't, then you almost get the texture of it. You've ever seen a baked potato when somebody did not oil that potato and they cooked it, and then it kind of looks like elephant skin? That's the best way I can describe it. So if you want a prettier mushroom, then just put a little bit, a slight amount, the lightest coating you can of oil on the outside of them, and then it gives you a really, really beautiful look presentation wise, and then it doesn't affect the flavor. So you got to think like that. You don't want to mess with the flavor when you're doing something like that. All right, so I'm using the 2-spoon method. So I got that my little measuring spoon right there, and then I have a teaspoon. I'm going to take some out, and then I'm just going to fill these up. So you can put as much of this filling as you want. So if you want to stack it up a little bit higher on yours, yep, you could do that. And, if you want to make it a little flatter, you don't want as much in yours, then that's going to work too, because remember, we're going to put cheese on the top of it. The other thing is, if you want to use slices of provolone cheese and you want to cut yours out or break it to fit your veggie, your mushrooms, or whatever veggie you use, yep, that's going to work too. So you don't necessarily have to use a shredded cheese. Your kitchen, your rules. All right, so we're going to keep on. We're going to fill all of these up. All right. And you want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And if you haven't hit that like or that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that bell for notifications so you'll be one of the first ones to know when I put a new video up. And by all means, please leave a comment. I do welcome that. Again, thank you for watching. Back to the recipe. All right. So this is just one of the appetizers I'll use when I'm having a party or having some kind of gathering. But it's coming into, we're into spring, we're going to get to summer. And I do plan on putting up a lot more appetizer recipes, especially some that you can pass around if you have a party or something, because I've got tons of those. And I've just got to be quicker, with putting more videos up. So I want to put more. And if it's something you want to see, by all means, leave a comment. Let me know that it's something that you want to see. And if you have asked me to make something and I haven't gotten to it yet, please hit me back up with another comment. I'm not being rude or anything, but I've just been so busy lately. But please just remind me that you did ask me to make something for you, because I most certainly will do it. Okay, looks like we're almost at the last one. Keep a towel or paper towels handy or something. This can get a little messy when you're stuffing these, and especially if you're stuffing even more of them than I am. All right, so these are going to go in that 375 degree oven. It's going to go in from 18 to 20 minutes. You want to watch the top of your cheese, and when it browns, these are ready. Because remember, we cooked the veggies in there and then we just mixed them up, so that filling is like already done. The only thing we really want to do is get that filling warm, and then we want to get that cheese browned. All right, so we're going to put the cheese on the top now. And if you want to use 350 degrees, because a lot of people do, they favor that temp, 350 degrees. So you might just have to leave it in a couple minutes, longer, but same thing. Make sure your cheese is brown on the top, and that's it. Because remember, this is like a mousse bouche. So it's one piece. You're gonna pop the whole piece in your mouth. So don't get mushrooms big enough that you end up having to bite down into them. You don't want to have to do that, especially when you're at a party and you have multiple multiple appetizers going around. Then you just want to make sure you kind of do one bite appetizers. Those are a lot easier cleanup. It's easier for your guests when they can grab something and just pop it in, and because they're probably already holding drinks anyway. So that's the way I think. I don't want you have to hold your drink. Try to hold a plate too. Eventually you will if you come to one of my parties, but I'm just saying as far as the appetizers. All right. So this is what they look like when they come out of the oven. See how brown it is on the top? Go make these. Thanks for watching, everybody. See y'all next time. For more great recipes, tips, and ideas, check out some of my other videos.